Hi guys! Okay, welcome back to our caricature files, the AnimeKon Charicature Files, and this of course is installment number 4. This is the last one, and so we decided we were going to make it epic. What was the theme?
Marvel.
Marvel! So
yes.
when Dexter entered, I was like, I know who I want to do! And yeah, so Dexter is the only non-young yam that we've had.
You're calling me old again.
Calling old again. So we actually have a guy who's not, you know, a teenager, which is kind of fun because
I'm still in my prime.
Cosplay is for everybody, right? So we're gonna turn Dexter into a Marvel character, and so yeah, let's get it done.
Awesome.
Does look very cool.
Damn.
Okay, so Dexter has in his blue contact lenses.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
My eyeball didn't drop out.
They didn't drop out. It only took about 3 minutes to put them in. He's exaggerating.
This is my eyes!
He's not naked. He's just shirtless.
Yeah.
He's a boy, so it's okay. Yeah, ladies, calm down.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start out by giving him a nice layer of white, pretty much all over. And if you were gonna do like the whole body thing, then of course you need to paint everywhere. I'm gonna paint Dexter about here because we have a jacket for him to put on after. So I'm gonna get the paint on him and then use the sponge to smooth it out. And we have Kevin filming. You can't hear him or see him, but this is a special one. We decided that for the last one, we'd make it epic.
Yes.
Epic-er.
That even a word?
So I just made it up. Please don't forget inside the ears. So I take this really weird and perverse pleasure from putting makeup on men. I don't know why.
Oh,
and
really? I wouldn't noticed.
And I have made Dexter up before because we were both involved in a play many, many years ago. Dexter, how many years ago was it now?
A couple.
About 10 now.
Jeez, hombre, you really
Just about 10.
Me.
I'm showing mine too. So, yeah, and I had to make Dexter up because he was one of the principal actors in the play.
Yeah, but not like this.
Not like this. Certainly not.
Yeah.
I also had to dress Dexter backstage. And I think I punctured him with a pin at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
There will be no pins today.
There will be no pins. You're lucky. Just paint and contacts in your eyes.
And my eyes.
So Dexter has stubble. So what you want to do, if you're not going to go clean shaven, just get it as close up into your stubble as you can. So just in case you haven't guessed it yet, we're doing Dexter as Electro.
Yeah.
Villain Electro.
What? Why he can't be a good guy?
Because
he was misunderstood.
He was misunderstood though. That was it. He was also a little bit crazy.
Well,
the good guys are all crazy too.
All right. There's a fine line. People call me crazy. I just think I'm eccentric.
Eccentric, I like it. So who's your favorite Marvel character, Dex?
Wolverine and Thor. Wait, you can only pick one?
So what was your reaction when you first heard that Hugh Jackman was playing Wolverine? All
tall.
Those years ago. He's too tall!
Too tall. He should be my height.
He should be. Shorter than you.
Yeah, he is shorter.
Isn't he like 5'3" or something?
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm putting down white first, guys, is because we have to go back over with blue, but because Dex is dark, the blue is gonna just disappear and it won't really show up unless you put on a really thick layer. If you put on a really thick layer, it's not gonna dry and set. So we're doing white first, and then we're gonna do blue on top of that. Who else do you like in the Marvel universe?
Thor, because he got a big hammer and he can throw down the lightning and thunder. Yes.
Thor.
Awesomeness.
Girls like Thor for a different reason.
Yeah.
Well, I should say girls like Chris Hemsworth.
See.
I don't know, he's not my cup of tea. So it's okay. Girls can have him.
They'd have a Marvel character based off of me, that's what I'm saying.
Based off of you?
Yeah. And
what would your superhero name be?
The Dex. The Dex, yeah, we will work with that.
Answer the question that comic books are for kids.
Who? Listen, that is a bunch of foolishness.
It is a bunch of foolishness.
Comic books are for everybody. Furthermore, I would go so far as to say comic books aren't that much for kids anymore.
It's true.
So
they're called graphic novels nowadays. So you're gonna drive about Barbados with this on?
Yes.
Yes, damn it.
Because I am crazy enough to do it.
He is. So now we're gonna go in with blue, and I'm gonna use a combination of Snazaroo blue, just regular plain old blue, and I'm also gonna use their sparkling blue. We're gonna make you sparkle a little bit. Not quite. It's actually more of a metallic finish. And remember, Electro is he's made of electricity. And so he's got all these different layers pulsing and stuff going on. So you want it to have that very layered and very varied effect. So I'm just going to use a sponge, and I'm going to start with blue, and I'm going to start just tapping it on. And I'm going to have 2 sponges. They're both wet, and we're going to work back and forth between the 2. So sparkle blue and regular blue. Make sure that your sponge is very damp if you're using Snazaroo, but not so damp that it's, you know, dripping water. Dexter's an actor, people, by the way, just so that you know.
So if you're hiring.
He's also a teacher. Sorry, I'm outing
you.
You.
You out me, right?
I'm outing you. You know your students are going to see this, right?
Oh, yeah, they're going to say, oh,
But, sir!
yeah, sir, you look very awesome. Well, you know this.
The lips have to be blue, too. So sorry.
He's all bright on it.
Well, he's made of blue, you know. I mean, it's not like he's not dressing up in a costume.
I look like I kissed a Smurf.
You look like a Smurf exploded on you.
Alright, eh? This is a hell of a lot easier than dropping me in a vat of eels.
Let's not do the eels.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, I think that we can skip the eels. So here comes the fun part where we start to put in all the electricity, the hot electricity, I guess you could say. Because it kind of looks like he has fire going through him at certain points, like when he gets charged up and stuff. So for that, I'm going to mix orange and sparkle red. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You kind of want it to not be a perfect blend. So we're going to kind of stipple it on like that. Turn your head, Dex, let them see. And when you put it on in a thin layer, so my brush is fairly wet. This is an old foundation brush that I'm using. So I'm mixing it in the cap of one of the paints, or you could use a palette, and stippling it on first. And it's going to dry like that if you don't do it fast. So I let the first layer dry, and as I start to build up, I'm going to start to pat it. You're going to have to do this in several layers because obviously the blue underneath is going to poke through and kind of mix. It's going to give it a really nice effect. But if you want the orange to be a little bit more visible, you're going to have to put several layers on. Clean that up and kind of make it look more purposeful and not quite so random. So I'm going to use a brush. Getting that on top to be a little bit brighter, so I'm going to add a little bit of that same sparkle white again. You have to take creative license with it because it's a character that was created in a computer, CG, so it's impossible to get it, you know, to look at me.
Exactly.
It's impossible to mimic exactly. What you're trying to do is mimic effect. And bear in mind that orange is the complementary color of blue, and so it will show up. So don't go overboard trying to make it look perfect because then it's going to look too done. I'm using a darker blue because I kind of want it to have a very kind of sunken effect. Make people look more sinister with shadows and stuff. And so although you don't really see it in the film, because of course they have the advantage of lighting and editing and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to give him more of a sunken, hollow look in his eyes. That's going to kind of heighten the idea that he's kind of villainous.
That's because I'm a very nice guy.
Yeah, sure.
I am.
Sure. So I'm going to set Dex's eyes with just a little bit of a dark blue eyeshadow. I'm sorry.
No, I can't see when you're starting, so I just hear
clunk.
Alrighty.
Then I'm going to go for more of a kind of like a shimmery blue eyeshadow. I'm going to take that same eyeshadow, which is, let me see if I can show you. It's this color here. I'm going to kind of mix this color with this color and that color. They're all shimmery blues. And we're going to just start to add a little touch of shimmeriness here and there because we are trying to mimic electricity. He's kind of a badass, but these are very pretty sunset colors. So now we're gonna have fun and we're gonna put on the lightning bolts. And so I'm just gonna use my same sparkly white for that.
Lightning bolts, excellent.
Again, we're gonna be creating more depth. So we're gonna go back over these with blue again, kind of stipple it on, and then we're going to go back again with more white. Remember that you don't have a whole lot of interest going on in the back of the head, so create a little bit by creating some lightning bolts. Electricity bolts, I should say.
Yeah.
Same thing, kind of.
Potato, potato.
Now I need to be really precise, because to avoid it looking messy, we need to make some of the lightning bolts nice and crisp. Anything that looks like a page like this will work. If you have a Bluetooth headset, just put that one on and you're good to go. So I'm using eyelash glue to put this on. Hopefully it will hold. It should hold. So another note about this, you could do your hands if you want, if your hands are going to be showing, or you can just wear gloves. Using Snazaroo water paints on your hands is a little bit difficult because then of course you can't really touch anything. If you have alcohol-based paints, that's excellent because those can be used with no problem. I am clearly the larger mobby.
Okay. Oh.
So there you have it, guys. There's our Electro. Are you feeling evil? Are you feeling electric?
I'm always.
So this is a good one to end on. I think this is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is
I
awesome.
like it. I like
This
how
is
it
awesome.
turned out. And so this is the last one, like I said, the last of our AnimeKon Caricature Files for this year. You're going to be in Barbados. AnimeKon is August 23rd and 24th at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre.
Yeah.
So we're going to be there. I'm going to have a booth. Dexter's going to be there, and
Yes.
he just may put in an appearance as Electro for me.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this has been fun. Look forward for this series coming up again next year because we had so much fun doing it. We're going to do it again. So yay!
Can I do this again?
Thank you. Yes, but maybe if you get chosen to win again, we will.
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Probably not. But you have another chance to win if you liked it. Thank you guys so much for entering and for supporting the little contest that we had going on to choose characters. I'm so sorry we couldn't do everybody, but send in some ideas for what we can do for next year for our caricature files. That'll be fun. We have some movies coming up, I'm sure, that are going to be great that we're going to want to do characters from. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, Dex.
Awesome. Okay. Jeez, Albert, boy. This is awesome. I'm scaring myself. All right.
Can't scare me. I've got kids.
All right.
Friends.
Nobody else will have us.
That's true. Ready?
Now, when you glue this to my head, it's going to be able to come off.
Yes, it's going to come off.
Just check.
Are you recording? You should record. This is going to the blooper reel.
Yeah. Cold.
Not going to work. I know it'd be funny.
Yeah.
I know it sounds
With a
so
cell
phone.
phone side of my head.
Hello?
Dexter, you've never had your ears painted before, have you?
No, I've never had my ears painted before. I want to know how this is going to come off in my shower.
It's a pain in the butt to get it out.
So relaxed right now, I could just go to sleep.
Please don't go to sleep and fall in the AnimeKon and see us. I'm going to have
So if you found my mind, please return it.
completely out of
cut,
context.
Cut. Point of order. Wolverine is not supposed to die. Thank you.
Why are they killing
Foolishness.
him off?
Huh?
I want to know how they're going to kill him off.
They're going to kill him off and then they're going to bring him back.
They'll
like
bring him
18
back.
months later.
Yeah.
Mandy is now about to glue a guitar tuner to my head. Win.